Some cars are fast, others are beautiful, and some are just hard to come by. If the history of cars tells us anything, it's just some of the best models ever made have only been built in small quantities, adding to their desirability, prestige, and present-day value. And these are the cars we are focusing on here, with our guide to 10 of the rarest model ever built, from Ferrari to Ford, Bugatti to Mercedes. These cars may have been made by some of the biggest names in the world of motoring, but today they are among the rarest motors on the planet. Number 10. Aston Martin's DB4 GT Zagato. All classic Aston Martins are expensive, collectible, and desirable, but the DB4 GT Zagato makes this list of being a true one-of-a-kind, essentially a rework edition of a beautiful DB4. The 1962 version was given to Italian coach builders Zagato to refine the looks and bring a few more horse out of the engine. Only 25 Zagato editions of the DB4 were ever sold, making the edition considerably harder to come by than a standard DB4. This is of course reflected in the value, with recent sales figures suggesting a DB4 GT Zagato would set you back in the region of $14.3 million. Number 9. Bugatti La Voiture Noir, becoming the most expensive new car ever sold in 2019. The Bugatti La Voiture Noir is a one-of-a-kind performance machine that looks straight from the page of a Batman comic. Designed by legendary manufacturer Bugatti and based on the already iconic Veyron, the La Voiture Noir, which literally translated as the black car, was created to celebrate the 110th anniversary of the brand and named in celebration of its proud French heritage. The car sold to an anonymous buyer of $18.7 million, making it the most handsomely priced new car ever sold. And because only one exists, it deserves a place on our rarest cars list. Number 8. Jaguar C-Type. We have all heard of the Jaguar E-Type, one of the defining and most beautiful cars of the 1960s, but few may have set eyes on its older sibling, the C-Type, sold between 1951 and 1953. The C-Type set the benchmark in performance and the design on and one of the track, with its sleek design and sweeping engine bay coming to define British automotive excellence at the time. One of the rarest of the C-Types ever built was the XK120C, with only 53 models ever built and only 43 ever being sold to private buyers. Today, it's the rarest Jaguar in existence, surpassing even the beloved E-Type on the value front. Number 7. Mclaren F1 LM. When it was launched in 1995, the Mclaren F1 LM was like the stuff of science fiction. Dampers, aero vents, a veered, three-seater cockpit, all features which made the F1 LM a pointer in the world of supercars. This unique take on performance engineering propelled McLaren to the mainstream, and now it's considered one of the world's foremost race and track car manufacturers. In 2019, an original F1 LM sold at auction for an incredible $19.8 million, such as the demand for this super rare and super quick supercar. Number 6. Ferrari 250 GT California SWB Spider, encapsulating La Dolce Vita, Ferrari's classic two-seater Grand Prix car. This car was a real hit turner upon its release in the early 60s, with a 3V12 giving it genuine pace out on the Amalfi coast. Only 16 models of the original 250 GT California SWP Spider were built, so we will leave you to guess just how expensive the car is in today's money. Number 5. Ford GT40. The Ford GT40 is one of the most celebrated cars of the 1960s. It even made our short list of the best cars of the decade. And for good reason, this was the car that finally ended Ferrari's reign as the dominant winner of the 40 Hours of Le Mans, a feat that propelled it to global stardom and won Ford fans from around the globe. Designed by Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles in the 1960s, the GT40 was not only lightning fast but rivaled Ferrari in the looks department too, with sharp, intimidating style that echoed the muscle car culture of the United States. Today, an original GT40 will cost you a pretty penny, with the recent evolution topping $7 million. Number 4. Vector M12. Few may have heard of the Vector M12, a powerful supercar unveiled at the 1996 Geneva Motor Show. But then, we guess that's the whole point in this list, right? Based on the Lamborghini Diablo, which is also hard to come by, the Vector M12 was one of the most powerful cars built at the time, boasting a 500 brake horsepower engine that could power it to 60 miles per hour in well under 5 seconds. The car had a top speed of 189 miles per hour, with the same V12 engine as the Diablo. Sadly, takeovers and mismanagement by Vector's parents company led to the M12's premature withdrawal from the market, making it one of those rare, almost forgotten models. Number 3. Porsche 917. Porsche have long divided opinion. Being German, the brand lacks of the romance and prestige of its Italian cousins, Ferrari and Lamborghini, and yet it's released some of the most successful race and performance car ever made. Take the 970s for example. This was the model that gave Porsche its first win at 24 Hours of Le Mans, and it achieved again the following year, thanks to the car's appearance in Le Mans. A film starring movie legend Steve McQueen, it's become the most talked about Porsche ever built, and also one of the rarest, with just a handful of cars now in existence. Number 2. Mercedes 300 Sl Galwink. The 300 Sl Galwink is the rarest, most expensive Mercedes ever built, which is saying something for a manufacturer that has launched dozens of new cars every year since the 1950s. The 300 SL itself is considered a real collector's item, but the Galwink is a car to get excited about. A two-seater gem, the 300 SL launched to great acclaim in 1955 and was viewed by many as the ultimate long-distance Grand Prix cruiser. While Mercedes' reputation for excellence continues today, many petrol heads would tell you that the 300 SL Galwink was their crowning achievement. Number 1. Ferrari 250 GTO. There are lots of price lists. Money can't buy Ferraris, but the 250 GTO is the cream of the crop. Launched in 1962. Only 39 models were ever made, hence the car's present-day rarity. It's said that Enzo Ferrari himself approved those worthy enough to own one, and even back in 1960s, you're talking serious money to get your hands on the key. Today, a mint condition, original 250 GTO from 1962 comes in at eye-watering sums, with a model sold in 2018 fetching $48.4 million. Agree with our list? What other cars do you think rank as the rarest and most desirable ever built? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe and turn on post notification. This is Luxury Boy.